What's up everyone and welcome to day 62 of the COVID Cup. Today marks 2 months of this series. We started on March 20th and we are now ending it on May 20th. That's right, today is the last day of the COVID Cup. I know it's sad, we've done 62 consecutive days of competitions, a new video every single day for 2 months, but today is the last one. And as sad as it is to call it here, we think it's a natural ending point exactly 2 months in. And the goal of this series was always to provide some sports content when there weren't any sports being played elsewhere. And with the return of a few major sports around the world last weekend, we think we did our job. Plus, it seems like society is starting to get back on its feet a little bit. The stay-at-home instructions are being eased, so it seems like this series got us through the toughest part of this pandemic, and now we can start getting a little closer to normal. We'll miss this series though, of course, and maybe we'll come back to something similar in the future. You never know. But for now, this is the last day of the COVID Cup, so let's see what the guys have in store.
The last day of the COVID Cup, and Brian, you have the 7-game lead, so the cup is yours, but I'm sure you'd like to finish on a win.
Yes, sir. I'm more than happy to make this one for all the marbles. I'm that confident. It's a sad day, though. The last time I'll be standing behind your left shoulder. I hope you all won't miss us too much, but we might be back with some other content sometime.
Who knows? But first off, we're going to finish this series, so let's get into it.
Today's contest starts with an arcade basketball shot, then moving over to the foosball table, a couple passes between players, then a golf putt from close range. Next up, they'll have a hockey shuffleboard shot into the taped-off section of our basement arena, and then a hockey shot with a tennis ball into that target. Moving over to the ping pong table, they'll have a ping pong shot to that far corner target, and then they'll have a cup pong shot into the cup on the other side. There's also a towel here for a laundry three-point shot. This can all be done in any order they choose, by the way. A couple more here in the basement, a dart shot anywhere into the target, and then a paper football shot onto that target as well. That's it for the 10 sports in the basement. They will then go outside. The first sport up here is basketball dribbling through the cones. They'll then put the basketball down and kick it towards the bowling pins over there. Wrapping around the driveway, they then have a disc golf shot over towards the tree that we've used so many times for golf. They'll also aim for that tree to test their accuracy with a tennis ball. We're more than halfway there, and this is where it really heats up. First, you have a foot golf kick over towards the blue target. Right next to that is the cornhole toss. They have to get it inside the hole, so those two can be very difficult. Then continuing down the line is a baseball pitch at that cardboard box on the other side. Not really regulation distance, but it'll do. Into the home stretch now, they'll throw a wiffle ball up to themselves and try to hit it over the fence and maybe even into the pool if they can. They'll then try a golf chip over towards that orange grid on the side. And the final slate of sports starts with a football punt into the woods. It has to reach the wood line. It's a long ways, but they should be able to get it there. They'll also kick a soccer ball towards the goal over there. They'll try to throw a football left-handed into the square of orange cones. They'll do the same thing with the volleyball serve. Again, no particular order. And the final sport here is tossing a tennis ball, bocce style, over towards the golf ball, marking the target in the triangle of red beanbag. Just one challenge to go, a 40-yard dash all the way to the other end of the yard. Each of the 25 activities is worth 1 point, and the most points wins.
Feeling good, Brian?
I feel great, Brady.
Brady will take on this mammoth course first. He's going to try the arcade basketball shot, and he bricks it. Moving over to the foosball table, probably our oldest piece of equipment today, and he's going to try the passes. They're kind of passed a little gingerly, but we'll give it to him. He's on the board with 1 point. Now over to the putting. No time to line it up at all. Just got to step right up and rip it. He gives it a go, and he's got it center cut. He's hitting a pretty good pace, going 2 for 3 so far as he's onto the hockey challenges. He'll try the shuffleboard first, and he really overcooked it. It hits the backboard and goes out. Slight delay here trying to find the tennis ball, and there it is, right in plain sight. He's going to aim for the target. Let's see which hole he goes for. Not really easy to tell. 0 for 2 with hockey. Now onto the laundry three-pointer, and he's got that one pretty easily. He'll pick up ping pong next, going for the corner target, and he hits the net. Didn't even give it a chance. Trying for a cup pong shot on the bounce, and it was way too long. Onto darts. It should be pretty easy here, but he misses the target. How did that happen? He saved paper football for last. Probably no coincidence there, and he shanks it.
Not good. Outside we go.
He's 3 for 10. He'll definitely be looking to pick up the pace a little bit as he moves outside with 15 to go, and the dribbling should be quite easy. It's kind of a gimme as long as you don't hit the cones, and he doesn't. He'll settle the basketball down now, kicking it towards our makeshift bowling pins. That was definitely a fun video to do. This one's coming close on the left side, but it just misses. Tough one for Brady. They're just inches wide as he goes for disc golf here. Again, it's good, but a little bit left. He'll pick up the tennis racket now, just trying to lob one onto the tree, and he does so quite nicely. Now onto the backyard, the final 11 where you can really make or break a run. This is a good weight in the foot golf pass, but a little bit right this time. He'll toss the cornhole bag, and again, the distance is good, but it's a little bit off center. Time for a baseball pitch. He picks it up, goes into his windup, and airmails it. Only 2 points outside so far for a total of 5. That is not great as he goes into Whiffle ball, and he gets a good height on it, but it's not quite enough to get over the fence. Time for a golf chip. He has a pitching wedge and a foam ball, and he takes a little more time to line himself up this time. Really wants to get this one, but he pulls it just a little left.
Not good.
Not good is an understatement. He really needs to get going here as he goes for his left-footed punch, and it's actually kind of a spiral. A great kick, but it doesn't quite get there. Just a little more leg, and he would have had it now for the volleyball serve, and that one's a peach. Picks up the second football for the lefty tosses, and should be no problem for him, and yes, he's got it.
Flurry here at the end.
Brian's right. He's really coming up clutch where it matters most. He hits the soccer pass now for Bocce. He's going to try it overhand, kind of interesting, and it comes up a little bit short. Little hesitation here, but now he knows where he's supposed to go. It's going to be a 40-yard dash here. Another freebie of a point. He is docking it a little bit, but we'll give it to him. That's 6 points outside for a total of 9. That's not bad. Let's see what Brian can do.
You ever seen 25 out of 25 before?
Brian is certainly ending the series the same way he started it. He talks a big game, and he hits his first shot. Now onto Foosball, a pretty easy one here, and he's got it. 2 for 2 out of the gates for Brian. So far, a flawless start. Let's see if he can keep it going with his putt. He hits it, and it lips out. Unlucky there. 2 for 3 now, the same as Brady at this point as he goes into the hockey. Let's see if he can get the shuffleboard first, lining up left-handed. He tosses it across, and it's very nice. He's got the point there. Onto the next shot, and he gets it in the ball return. That doesn't count. He's got to hit the target, so no point there. Grabbing the ping pong pedal and taking his aim, and it goes barely wide of the target. Now stepping back for his laundry three-pointer, and it comes up short. He can't believe it. He thought that one was was a gimme. No, it is not, obviously. Going for the cup Pong shot, and it hits the base of it. He's still on just 3 points here in the basement, so we'll try to expand on it with the darts, and that's a great throw right there. Almost a bullseye. Finishing off with the paper football, and it's a little bit right. He goes 4 for 10 in the basement, 1 point ahead of where Brady was, so he has an advantage going into the final 15 onto the dribbles, and look at these hands from Brian. Some great dribbling. He'll emphatically put the ball on the ground and kick it towards the bowling pins, but that's nowhere near. Hustling over to the disc golf and tennis accuracy, he'll pick up the disc first and throw it across, and that's a great one. It's dead center. Except it's tennis, and he's gonna try a serve here, throwing it up, and he puts it straight into the ground. At least that was fun to watch as he has 6 points here going into the home stretch. The foot golf kick looked good, but it went a little bit right. Picking up the beanbag now for Cornhole. He lines it up, throws it on the right hand, and it's very short. He'll back up a bit for baseball, a little further back than Brady went as he winds up, and he launches this one way off to the side. Oh, we might have to find that one in the woods later. He's got a short memory though as he goes on to Whiffle ball. He throws it up for himself and hits it high and deep and very gone. Very impressive from Brian. He's up to 7 points now, so he's only 2 away from Brady's score, 3 away from the win as he lines up his chip, takes his backswing, comes through it, bounces into the target, but it rolls out in the end. Onto the football punt, has to get it to the woods, and look at that one. It's a rocket way up there, and that's into the tree branches. The power was great, but the finesse wasn't. He misses his soccer pass now onto the lefty throw. He's got a good line here, but it comes up just barely short right on the line, but the near side of it. He trails Brady's total by 1, and he misses the volleyball serve, so if he wants to win, he has to hit this bocce toss, and he's got it. The sprint through the finish line now for his 10th point to beat Brady 10-9, and the COVID Cup finishes 35-27 with Brian the winner.
Well, very fitting that the last day of the COVID Cup ends up being decided by just 1 point, but Brian, the victory is yours. Here's the cup. Congratulations. Any final words for the champion?
Nope. Dominance from start to finish. I appreciate all your hard work.
What
to
happened?
edit
Did you
this.
lose?
I
You-
lost it
you
already.
broke
I
the cup.
Broke it, so thank you very much. Great competition. Till next time.
Yep, till next time indeed. Thank you guys so much, of course, for sticking with us for 62 straight days. We're very glad to have you with us all the way here. It's been a ton of fun. Brian broke the trophy, but it is his, so congratulations to Brian. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.